What's up, Yugi Tubers? This is Harpie Hunter 89 coming at you from the Duelist Den. Tonight, I will be displaying my Harpie deck profile. Like with all my decks profiles, this is the way I want to run the deck. I am always willing to take constructive criticism, so if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave your comments in the box below. With that being said, let's get started. I run 2 copies of Harpie's Pet Dragon. This is ideally what you want to search out with Harpie Channeler, just to go into your rank 7 plays. I run 3 copies of Harpie Dancer. This card meshes well with Divine Wind of Mist Valley in this deck, because you can summon it, bounce it back, summon it again. Divine Wind lets you get a Harpie Channeler to the field, then you can pitch a Harpie card and get another level 4 Harpie. And you can then go into your Phantasmal Dragon plays. I run 3 Harpie Lady 1s. There are some builds that run 1 Lady 1 and 2 Cyber Harpies, or 2 Lady 1s, 1 Cyber Harpie. I feel 3 Harpie Lady 1s is a better option, at least for the way I play, just because they can all give the attack boost. I run 3 Harpie Harpists. This is the newest addition to the Harpie collection. What this does is when it's summoned, you can bounce a wind monster you control to your hand, and during the end phase, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can search your deck for a Harpie monster with level 4 or with 1500 or less attack from your deck and add it to your hand. I run 3 Channelers. This is one of your primary search engines of the deck. It allows you to go into easy rank 7 plays in combination with Harpie's Pet Dragon. I run 3 Harpie Queens. This lets you search out your Harpie's Hunting Ground from your deck and add it to your hand. 2 Summoner Monks, just to get that quick rank 4 play off if I need it. Ideally, what you want to do is with Summoner Monk is pitch your Hysteric Sign, go into a rank 4 play, then during the end phase, use Hysteric Sign's effect to search for 3 Harpies. 1 Zephyros the Elite, just because it lets you bounce your Hysteric Parties, your Hunting Grounds, or Signs, or whatever you need to bounce. It lets you bounce it back to your hand. I run 2 Elegant Egotists. Some of my friends have questioned my sanity, actually, running 2 Egotists in this deck. Their main argument is Hysteric Sign can search out Egotists from the deck or graveyard. But I love running into 2 Egotists in hand and a Sign in hand. That gives me 3 Egotists in 1 turn, plus I've got 2 more Signs in my deck to search these from the graveyard. So I think running 2 is a better balance than running 1. Because you're not always going to draw into your Hysteric Signs, 3 Upstart Goblins, just to get a little bit of draw out of the deck. 3 Hysteric Signs. This lets you search out Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard, and during the end phase that's sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, you can search 3 Harpie cards from your deck. The only downside is you cannot use both effects in the same turn. So if you activate this and somebody MSTs it right off the bat, you're kind of screwed and you just wasted it. 1 Divine Wind of Mist Valley. Whenever a wind monster you control returns to your hand, you can special summon a level 4 lower wind monster from your deck. So it works really great in conjunction with Harpie Dancer. 3 Harpie's Hunting Ground. Obviously, it's Harpie deck. This lets you bomb a ton of back row. So it's pretty much an MST every turn, or every time you summon a Harpie. I run 3 Breakthrough Skills, just because, Necroz is a little bit of a problem. So, you want to negate the Trishulas, and you want and Shaddoll's. Pretty much any effect that you want to get rid of, this negates it. I run 2 Magical Hats. What I usually do with these is I use Magical Hats to set a Breakthrough Skill and a Sign. But for those of you who don't know, this Magical Hats is an older card. I mean, like back from the first gen card. But what it does is during your opponent's battle phase, you activate this card, target 1 monster you control, set it face down on the field in defense position. Then you can take 2 non-monster cards from your deck and set them in face down defense position on the field, and then shuffle the 3 cards and put them back on the field. This pretty much prevents your opponent from knowing where your monster is, so you can potentially keep your monster on the field and then search with Hysteric Sign, then have a breakthrough skill in your graveyard. Or, you just use it to get 2 more monsters on the field to stop, a big play from going on and hitting you directly. Then I also run 3 Hysteric Parties. What this card does is when it's activated, you discard 1 card from your hand and special summon as many copies of Harpie Lady from your graveyard as possible. And since all your Wing Beast Harpies are counted as Harpie Lady in the graveyard, you can summon any of them off of Hysteric Sign's effect. For my extra deck, I run 1 Gaga Cowboy. Obviously, run him just because he's Cowboy, I run 1 Abyss Dweller. This is to stop effects that activate in the graveyard, like breakthrough skills, DD Crows, stuff like that. I run 2 Lightning Chidores. This is when Chidori is summoned, it bounces a face down to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Then you can detach an overlay unit to bounce a face up to the top of the deck. So this is just a way of clearing the field, your opponent's field a little bit, and stalling them out for a turn or so. I run 1 Diamond Dire Wolf. This is, again, just to clear my opponent's field a little bit. Castel, the Skyblast Musketeer. Again, clear the field because, all your Harpies are low attack and stuff. If you can clear the field and do a big attack with a bunch of low-level Harpies, that's really good. 1 number 82 Heartland Draco. What this card does is if you control a face-up spell card, it doesn't matter if it's a field spell, a continuous spell, or a pendulum spell. Any face-up spell card, this card cannot be targeted for an attack. And you can also detach an overlay unit from this to allow this to attack your opponent directly. The only downside is if you use that effect, this is the only monster that can attack that turn. So 1 Ice Beast Zero Fine, just to negate all card effects on my opponent's field and give me a big old beater. I run 2 Phantasmal Dragons. The only downside to Phantasmal Dragon is it requires 3 level 4 wind monsters. But since all your Wing Beast Harpies are in here at level 4, you can bring this out real easy. And this card's effect can only be activated while it has overlay units on it. And what it does is it can attack your opponent directly, and it prevents your opponent from targeting any of your Harpie card or Harpie monsters with attacks or card effects. Breakthrough skills don't work, attacking them don't work. Unless you have a skill drain or a dark hole or something like that, your opponent's pretty much screwed until this runs out of units. And during the end phase, you have to detach 1 overlay unit from this card, which kind of sucks too. But anyway, run 1 Honor Arc, just to get over that big old special summon beat stick that your opponent might want to put on the field. I run 1 number 66 Master Key Beetle. Ideally, you want to summon this out with Summoner Monk and Zephyros, and then use it to protect like a hunting ground or a face down Hysteric Party. I run 1 Gaia Dragon. Ideally, I would like to run number 11 Big Eye in this deck, but I don't have a Big Eye, so I run Gaia Dragon, who's just as powerful in his own right. He can't take your opponent's monster, but he does deal piercing battle damage, so it's pretty good. 1 Draco Sack. Everybody knows what Draco Sack does. And then 1 number 74 Master of Blades. For my side deck, I run 2 Dark Holes and 1 Regeki, just to clear the field if I need to. And then what I usually do is if I side this in, I'll sit on a Hysteric Party for a little bit. I'll blow up the field, use Hysteric Party to summon out 5 Harpies, and then go for game. I run 2 Icarus Attack. This works really good in this deck because most of your cards are Winged Beasts. There are 3 monsters in this deck total that are not Winged Beasts, so you're pretty much always going to have a target. Well, main board anyway. They're not Winged Beasts, so you're pretty much always going to have a target to use this with. I run 3 Mind Crush. Necroz is really the only thing that gives me trouble against this deck. So I like to side in Mind Crush against them because they're searching for their Trishes and their Bryonics and shit. You got to face down Mind Crush. You just Mind Crush the shit out of their hand. 1 Ring of Destruction because, it's Ring of Destruction. I run 3 Fiendish Chains. Again, this is just to get over stuff like Trish or Shadal Construct or Winda, just stuff to negate effects, One Vanity's Emptiness. Unfortunately, this is limited, so I can only run one. But what I like to do is go for a party, make all my big plays, then on my opponent's turn, pop Vanities, and they're screwed. Then I also run 2 Black Horn of Heavens. Again, just, negate summons, stuff like that. But that is my Harpie deck profile. So let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know any ideas on what you think I could do to improve the deck. But with that being said, this is the Harpie Hunter 89 signing off.